Well, welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. The Sunshine Girls suffered their second defeat on their tour of New Zealand as the hosts retained the TVJ Trophy with a 75-35 win in Game 2 of their series this morning. After their 45-70 beating in the first game of the series on Wednesday, the depleted Sunshine Girls were placed on the back foot early as they trailed 11-20 at the end of the first quarter. The Jamaicans were once again outscored in the second quarter, losing it 11-16 to trail 22-36 at the halfway stage. With tired legs taking its toll in the second half, New Zealand added another 20 goals in the third quarter compared to the Sunshine Girls' 6. The same number of goals were scored in the final quarter, but the Jamaicans managed to add one more to their tally as the host, as they lost it 7-19 to give New Zealand a 75-35 victory. Captain and goal shooter Shimona Nelson was once again superb under the rim as she netted 26 of 27 attempts. Giselle Allison added 7 from 12.
It was a wonderful experience, but mostly I have to give the girls a bit of props for being here, to pushing through whatever was thrown at us and just coming out positive, having each other's back and just having fun.
The result brings to an end a tumultuous week for the Sunshine Girls, who had to call on 36-year-old Carla Borrega out of retirement, along with Romelda Aiken-George, who gave birth just 5 weeks ago, and coach Connie Francis to be listed as an active player to meet World Netball's minimum roster requirements. Now to cricket, a second T20 century from Brandon King could not prevent the Jamaica Tallowers from losing by 12 runs to host Guyana Amazon Warriors in their Caribbean Premier League match on Wednesday night at the Providence Stadium. The Warriors first posted 178 for 8 after being sent to bat. Shea Hope top scored with 60, while Jamaica's Odin Smith bludgeoned 42 off 16 balls, including 6 sixes. Kimo Paul also chipped in with a 24 not out as Mohamed Nabi took 3 for 12 and Chris Green 2 for 24 for the Tallowers. In reply, the Tallowers' batsmen were kept in check, and it came down to the Jamaican franchise needing 20 runs off the last over. But despite a top score of 104 from Brandon King, the Tallowers came up short at 166 all out with 1 delivery remaining. Kurt McKenzie with 15 was the next best score for the Tallowers, who missed out on an opportunity to secure a playoff spot. Man of the match Smith returned to take 2 for 26, while Gudakesh Moti and Imran Tahir also had 2 wickets each. And back locally, the first 2 teams for the final of the Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association Championship and Major League will be known today, with the first semi-final of both competitions scheduled for the Stadium East Field. In the first game of the doubleheader at 6 p.m, Maxfield will battle Mountain View for a spot in the Major League final. Only a point separated the two in the league table as Maxfield finished second on 17 points, one above Mountain View, who have only lost once. The two could not be separated when they met early this season as the game ended 1-1. In the late kickoff at 8 p.m, former Premier League campaigners Boys Town will look to shake off what has been an up-and-down season as they take on Real Mona. When the two met last month, Boys Town were soundly beaten 3-0 thanks to 2 goals from Gervin Brown. Real Mona have only lost once this season. The second semi-final for both the Championship and the Major League will be played on Sunday. And Paul Boga High and Yalas will meet in a top-of-the-table clash in Zone L of the Isidore Costa Cup as 3 games are slated for today. Since their 2-0 defeat to Seaforth on the opening day, Yalas have managed wins against Robert Lightburn, Morant Bay and St. Thomas Technical, all without conceding a goal. They will face a Paul Boga team who have won all 4 games so far this season. The match is set to kick off at 3:30 p.m. at Paul Boga High. Also in the zone, Robert Lightburn, in search of their first point, will be at home against Morant Bay High, while St. Thomas Technical will hope to add to their only win this season as they travel to face Seaforth. All games start at 3:30 p.m. And that's it for your Midday Sports Report. Ashay, it's back to you.